Just as we thought things slowed down a bit, turns out we were wrong. Blackrock is at it again. And this time, it is not just Blackrock. Other big players have just joined the frenzy. And you will not believe it, but by big players, I'm recalling literal countries. The money flowing into crypto space is truly historic. But what is actually happening behind the scenes? How long will it last? And most importantly, how will it impact our beloved Shiba Inu coin? Well, let's find out. Disclaimer. When we look at Shiba Inu's recent price performance, we see that it's been pretty flat and boring. Over the past month, the price has only dropped by a mere 1%. For a cryptocurrency, and particularly for Shiba Inu, which is renowned for its dramatic price swings, such minimal movement is considered flat. Shiba Inu has built a reputation for its volatility, with past price surges and dips that have captured the attention of both seasoned investors and casual observers. The lack of significant movement contrasts sharply with its history of rapid and unpredictable changes, making this period of stability seem unusually dull for those familiar with its typical behavior. And when we turn to Bitcoin, we see a pretty much similar story. After hitting its new all-time high a couple of months ago, the price has since dropped and shows no signs of returning to that peak. This lackluster performance has got some folks thinking, maybe this is it. Maybe we've reached the peak of the market, and those sky-high prices are a thing of the past. The lack of momentum and the inability to reclaim previous highs contribute to this sentiment, causing a sense of uncertainty among investors. A Twitter user recently captured the current sentiment perfectly, expressing uncertainty and highlighting some key, top signals that are starting to appear. They noted the rise of celebrities creating tokens, the surge in every meme coin, and social media timelines flooded with profit and loss screenshots. These indicators often signal the top of the market because they reflect a high level of euphoria and speculative frenzy, where the focus shifts from fundamental value to hype and quick gains. Historically, we saw similar patterns during the 2017 crypto boom, where an influx of new, often questionable, tokens and a flood of exuberant social media posts preceded a significant market crash. This type of environment suggests that the market might be overheated, potentially leading to a downturn as the excitement fades and reality sets in. Yet, amidst all the warning signs, there's also a chorus of bullish voices singing praises for the market. This year has seen some significant catalysts unfolding, with more on the horizon in the coming months. It's a conflicting situation, to say the least. For investors, it's like trying to navigate through a dense fog. On one hand, there's the fear of a looming downturn, but on the other, the hope fueled by promising developments. This conflicting landscape can leave investors feeling paralyzed, unsure of which path to take. After all, how do you weigh the potential gains against the looming risks? It's a conundrum that often leads to analysis paralysis and sleepless nights for many. People also express a sense of disbelief, pointing out that many coins, particularly outside of a few sectors, haven't even seen a bull run. And for real, when we look at coins like Shiba Inu, their current price is almost 3 times far below their previous all-time highs. This raises the question, why are they still so far from their peaks? Well, that's a good question. And here's an interesting fact. Since the collapse of FTX, only a mere 8 coins have managed to surpass their previous all-time highs against Bitcoin. And for those unfamiliar, the FTX crash is often hailed as the rock-bottom point of the previous bear market. So, considering that only a handful of coins have managed to reclaim their former glory amidst the supposed bull run, it's got people scratching their heads. After all, with thousands of coins out there, the fact that only 8 have surged past their previous peaks seems a bit, well, underwhelming. If this truly is the peak of the market, as some fear, then it's a notion that borders on the absurd. How could it be that only a fraction of the market has truly flourished in what's supposed to be a raging bull cycle? It's a question that's leaving many bewildered and hesitant to sound the alarm bells just yet. But wait, there's a tweet that really breaks down the situation. It points out once again that since the FTX debacle, only 8 coins have managed to surpass their previous all-time highs against Bitcoin. At first glance, this stat might seem surprising, but the more you think about it, the more it starts to make sense. The tweet highlights a few key insights that can help investors navigate this cycle. First off, it emphasizes the importance of choosing the right assets. Unlike the last bull run where almost any coin seemed to outperform Bitcoin, this time around, being selective is crucial. Certain sectors are thriving while others are struggling, and it's all about where the attention and money is flowing. Essentially, it's a reminder that even the most innovative technology won't see price gains if there isn't a compelling reason for investors to buy in. So, when constructing your portfolio, keep this attention economy in mind. Adding to the discussion, the tweet sheds light on another critical factor: ATH dilution. It's a fancy way of saying that we're witnessing an explosion of new tokens hitting the market every single day. Case in point, just in May, creators unleashed nearly 500,000 tokens on the Solana blockchain alone. Wrap your head around that: 500,000 new tokens in just 1 month on one network. But let's not stop there. Consider other networks like Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum, where projects like Shiba Inu were launched. If we were to tally up all the new launches across these platforms, the number would be enormous. We're talking about an astronomical amount of new tokens flooding the market, far outpacing the influx of new liquidity. It's no wonder many altcoins are struggling to gain traction in this sea of new offerings. And wrapping up their thoughts, the Twitter user offers some perspective on the current state of the market. They highlight that so far, this bull run has been primarily driven by Bitcoin, especially with all the talk about Bitcoin spot ETF. This focus on Bitcoin has meant that many altcoins have been left in the shadows, with only memes and a few select sectors seeing any significant action. But here's the silver lining. This imbalance could actually be seen as a positive sign. It suggests that there's still plenty of room for altcoins to catch up, especially if Bitcoin continues to lead the charge as it has in past bull cycles. However, for a true alt season to kick into gear, we'll likely need additional catalysts, whether it's driven by specific sectors or broader market factors. Nonetheless, the user points out that even in this somewhat subdued environment, there's still ample opportunity for savvy traders to make significant profits. Many in the space, including the user themselves, have seen record quarters this year despite the mild bullish conditions for most altcoins. It's a reminder that with the right strategies and timing, the rewards can be substantial. All it takes is a couple of strong months to bear the fruits of your labor. It's fascinating how spot on that Twitter user's perspective on the Bitcoin ETF has been. Even though it got approved in the US about 6 months ago, the excitement hasn't waned. If anything, it's gaining momentum. Take the current numbers, for instance. US Bitcoin spot ETFs have been seeing average daily net inflows of $136 million over the past couple of weeks. And that's not all. Australia just kicked off its first Bitcoin ETF trading today. Plus, fresh off the press, Thailand's SEC has given the green light to a Bitcoin ETF too. It's like a domino effect, with other countries following suit after the US, adding to the frenzy surrounding Bitcoin ETFs. And all these developments will undeniably impact the entire crypto space. And if you've been following my videos for quite some time, you should know that Shiba Inu is highly sensitive to any Bitcoin ETF movements, so it is super interesting to see how it all will play out. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.